If you need a simple prayer to anchor your day, especially when life feels scattered or uncertain, well, today's video is for you. Stay tuned. When I was a personal banker in the financial industry, I had a 90-year-old customer who really made an impression on me. He would come into the branch dressed in a suit and a hat, and he was very articulate. He always handled his own accounts, and he drove himself to and from the bank. One day we got in a conversation, and I asked him a little bit about his life. I don't remember a lot of what he said, but one thing in particular still stands out all of these years later. He told me that for years, every time he got into his car, he would always pause and say a prayer from Psalm 19. He said, "Young lady, every time I get in my car, I stop and I give credit to the Lord, and I ask Him to help me." Now, the psalm that he referenced says, "Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my Redeemer." For many months after our conversation, I followed suit. I would pause in my own car and ask the Lord to help me as well. I found that it was a prayer that caused me to focus, that brought my mind into a greater awareness of my own thoughts, words, and actions. Like many things in life, though, after a period of time, I got out of the practice. But recently, I was reading Psalm 19 again, and the last verse jumped out at me. Suddenly, all those memories from years ago washed over me anew, and I was determined to start praying that prayer every day again. Not long after, I was reading Psalm 143, and I noticed that verse 8 is a perfect companion to the verse in Psalm 19. "Cause me to hear thy loving kindness in the morning, for in thee do I trust. Cause me to know the way wherein I should walk, for I lift up my soul unto thee." When paired together, the verses are a perfect combination to shift perspective and anchor my day in a meaningful way. Every once in a while, I think about the elderly man in the black suit and the black hat who first shared his practice with me. And I can't help but wonder if this is part of the reason that he was doing so well at 90 years old. I don't know what the days ahead hold for me, and I don't know what they hold for you. But I would love to have you join me in this simple yet profound prayer as we remember that our mindset and our communication determine our direction. What comes into our ears, what comes out of our mouths, and what settles into our hearts makes a difference. So in a world that is busy, confusing, and often overwhelming, I'll leave you with words to better chart the course. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my Redeemer. Cause me to hear thy loving kindness in the morning, for in thee do I trust. Cause me to know the way wherein I should walk, for I lift up my soul unto thee.